Zoe, and in today's video we're going to be looking at another move from Egyptian folklore, Reda style. This is a Reda style camel. If you haven't seen the video I did on the Reda step touch or basic move, you can also check that out, where I talk a little bit more about what Egyptian folklore is. So in this video I'm not going to spend more time on that, but this is a beautiful looking movement. It's used a lot in Egyptian folklore, and it is somewhat advanced because it's combining a lot of different aspects of belly dance. So if you have not seen the normal video on camels, definitely I would recommend looking at that before you try this one. You don't need to, but I think I'm not going to have time to really go over the base camel movement. So it's good if you already have that in your muscles a bit. But I'm just going to review quickly the camel, which is going to be a lower body movement, pushing the hips forward, tucking the pelvis in, pulling the hips back and releasing, and then smoothing that movement out. So just a little reminder of our basic camel. So with that camel, we are now going to add a step. So the Egyptian folklore Reda style camel is a traveling movement. And the step is quite simple. It's just one step forward, one step back. Forward, back, forward, back. And we're going to be traveling a bit towards the forward leg as we do this. Of course, you can just practice in place as well. Forward, back. So I'm switching now to go back the other way. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, and then maybe do a touch as a transition to switch direction. So now I have my right leg forward, right, left, forward, and touch, and then I now have my left leg forward. So this is the base foot pattern that we're going to put our camel on top of. And if you kind of let your body move with the feet, you will already notice that you're getting this forward and back movement. You can kind of start letting your hips go forward and back, forward, back, forward, back with this step. And so then you already kind of have half the camel. All you have to do is add in the pelvic tuck and release. Forward, tuck, back, release. Forward, tuck, back, release. Forward, tuck, back, release. Forward, tuck, back, release. So every time I step forward, I'm pushing my hips forward. Every time I step back, I'm pushing my hips back. And so I'll just show you more from the side so you can see. And I guess I should also lift up my skirt so you can see what my feet are doing. Forward, tuck, back, release. Forward, tuck, back, release. The camel goes a bit fast, but this is the basic movement. And when you practice this, it will eventually start to feel natural. Maybe it doesn't feel natural now, but it does work very nicely with the feet. So you get this kind of lilting movement. Yeah, just gently rolling with it. I guess maybe that's why it's called a camel, because it kind of rolls. So forward, tuck, back, release, forward, tuck, back, release, doing your camels. So that is step one. I guess step two, because step one is camel in place. And then step two is camel with the feet. So definitely practice that. And again, do the transition. With the transition, I complete the camel. I just don't step back. So I do step, forward, step back, step forward, step back, forwards, back, forwards, and back. So I do complete the camel, but I just do a touch on that last step instead of actually stepping back. Step and touch with the camel. So again, if you want to stop and practice that for a bit, great. please do. I think it's always good to really solidify the first parts of a movement before building on it and adding more complicated things, definitely. And when you feel ready, come back and let's make it even more complicated, of course. So, step 3, we are going to add a bit of a level change. So level meaning my height, and there are basically 2 main ways to change our height. We can lower ourselves by bending our knees, which we would call a plie here, or we can raise ourselves up by lifting our heels off the ground. This we would call a relevé. Both of these terms come from French. They come from ballet. So yeah, just when you hear that, relevé means go on your toes, and plié, bend your knees. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a pattern of plié, relevé, relevé, relevé. 4 steps. So bend the knees, plié on the step front, and then when I come back, I'm coming to relevé. I step front in relevé again, and I step back in relevé again. And then I repeat the whole thing. Plié, relevé, relevé, relevé. Plié, relevé, relevé, and touch if I want to switch sides. Plié, relevé, 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 plié, relevé, 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 plié, relevé, relevé, and touch. Bend, up, 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 bend, up, 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 bend, up, up, touch, bend, up, 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 bend, up, 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 bend, up, up, touch. So that's with the level change. Let's put the camel on that. So, plié, relevé, relevé, relevé. Plié, relevé, relevé, relevé. Plié, relevé, relevé, and touch. Plié, relevé, 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 plié, relevé, 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 plié, relevé, relevé, and touch. One more time. Plié, relevé, 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 plié, relevé, 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 plié, relevé, relevé, and touch. Plié, relevé, 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 plié, relevé, relevé. Last one. Plié, relevé, relevé, and touch. And this actually often goes quite fast. Yeah, so you're going to have a very small camel when you do that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? So let's try just that much with some music, and then we will go on to step 4. So, the final element we are going to add to really finish off the Egyptian folklore camel and make it look really pretty is, of course, the arms. So the arms, I'll just show you. We're going to do this movement with the arms. You can even add the head as well. I'll just briefly talk about that. But the arms, we're going to have one hand at the hip. The other hand scoops up, so palm facing the ceiling, fingers together, scooping up, and then when you get the hand to just right about elbow height, maybe slightly lower, you're going to open it out like you're offering something to someone. So I always call this an offer camel because that's what it really makes me think of. So offering. And you can follow it with your gaze if you want to add an even another level of complexity. So we just do that once, going to one side, and then to go to the other side, I'm just going to bring my hand from out to in, and the other hand is going to open. So offering one side, offering the other side. One side, other side. This is with the head as well. Be fun. And offering. So let's try that now with the feet. I'll try to go slowly. So 1, 2, 3, touch. We're just going to do 4, 2, 3, touch. 1, 2, 3, touch. 1, 2, 3, touch. Plié, relevé, relevé. Touch, plié, relevé, relevé. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Side. 1, 2, 3. And you can even not do a touch. You can even just hold 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Especially when you're going fast, you might not have time to even really do a touch. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Yes. You don't have to do it with the head, of course. You can look forwards if you prefer. 1, 2, 3. And, okay, step, I think we're at 6 at this point. Just to make it extra fun, and one thing that is used a lot as well is to be turning around in a circle as you do that. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Or we could even do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there we have 2 pliés. Plié, up, up, up. Plié, up, up. Plié, up, up, up. Plié, up, up. So that will make it extra fun. So maybe practice a little bit, try all those elements, and then come back, and we're just going to put it to some music. We're going to do a little pattern where we're just going to do 4 one side, 4 to the other side, and then around for 8, 5, 6, 7, and back the other way. 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, going to the side, we do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you want the extra challenge, add the head. So let's put that to some music. that was the Egyptian folklore Reda style camel. Definitely not a beginning movement, but I do hope you had fun with it and that you have a lot of stuff to work on now. So if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more videos. I might also do some more folklore Reda style explanations if you enjoyed this one. So let me know. Thank you so much for watching and happy practicing.